Hey everybody, Isaac here, coming to share an opinion with you today and my thoughts on some of the latest and greatest super steels and the higher end stuff that's in demand. When I think they should be used, when they should not be used, should you buy it, should you not buy it? And again, this is all my opinion, but there's a lot of fact based, in my opinion, as well. First, I just want to show you what I'm carrying today. This is the off-grid Rhino. It's 154 cm steel, very tried and true steel there. So glad to have that type of steel in this knife. Also been playing around with this SOG Pentagon OTF. This is an S35 VN steel. Very cool knife. So it's probably been out maybe 2 years now, but Magna Cut steel, it's like all the rage. It is highly stain resistant and very tough. So I want to kind of focus on that one, and also want to bring in 3V. Now it's been around quite a bit longer than Magna Cut, and you see it mostly used in fixed survival knife type blades, but I've been seeing it in some shorter knives, fixed blades, and also some folders. Not too many folders, mainly from Demco. They have their, I think it's the 80-20 available in 3V steel. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but I'm sure they're out there. So in my opinion, those two steels, Magna Cut and 3V, should only be used in fixed blade knives. Why? Well, they're both known for their toughness. So when I look at knives, I want to have my nice fixed blade, camp knife, survival knife, combat type knives made out of a nice tough steel, because those are tough jobs. And I think it's kind of a waste of this blade steel to put them in a little folding knife like that. You would be much better suited, in my opinion, with one of the other, we'll still call them super steels that have been around for a while, like the S30V, S35VN. This is D2. I think those are much better suited folding knife steels because they hold their edge longer, and you probably use your folding knife for more of those daily tasks. You don't want to touch up the edge as often, and you want your knife to hold that edge for a long time. And you don't need a super tough steel in your folding knife, because your folding knife is only as tough as the lock. It doesn't matter to me if that steel on that folding knife is one of these tough Magna Cuts or 3Vs. Those steels, while they hold a good edge, they're not the best for edge retention. Magna Cut and 3V are for toughness, and Magna Cut for being virtually really stainless. 3V you'll get it's not near as stain resistant, but it's as tough. So to me, though, we're wasting that steel putting it in folding knives. Much better suited for fixed blades that you're gonna put through tough usage. Magna Cut, even like dive knives, since it's so stain resistant, it's like 10 out of 10 on the stain resistant scale, and also I think pretty much that rating on the toughness scale as well. So I mean, all these like Magna Cut folding knives, like, you know, buck 110 Magna Cut steel, it just doesn't really appeal to me as it would, say, you know, the buck 119 in a Magna Cut steel. See, that I would buy, and maybe you would too. They just added it to their custom shop if you want to order one. Maybe order one for me too while you're at it. So that, I mean, that makes much more sense for as steel usage for me. Let me know what your opinion is on this in the comments. Let me know if you agree with my assessment, and you know, it makes absolutely no sense to have Magna Cut or 3V in a folding knife. We didn't really touch 3V as much in folders because, as I mentioned, I think I'm only aware of those Demco knives that use it in folders, but there's probably others. I would also want my folding knife to be a little more stain resistant than 3V. I mean, I have carbon steel folding knives, mostly the old school, you know, trapper type knives and stuff in carbon steels. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just easier for me to have my folding knife be stainless as opposed to a carbon steel. You know, I want that better edge retention on my daily pocket carry that I use for everything. And that's the way it is, guys. So, as I said, let me know in the comments, share your thoughts. Let's hear it out. Take it easy. We'll see you on the next video.